But yeah, I would just be like this in normal conversations and normal everyday life. And I just got really comfortable here. So yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dominique Davis, also known as Brown and Bendy. And here on this channel, we practice flexibility of the mind, body, and spirit. Today's video is going to be more about the body because I feel like my videos focus a lot on mind and spirit, and our physicality is very important because our physicality represents how our soul communicates with our 3D reality. So today's video is going to be about posture and how I changed my reality by changing my posture. So let's talk about where I started out. When I was younger, I had very, very low self-esteem, and that manifested in how I carried myself. As I got older, my self-esteem just got worse, and I began to slouch and make myself very, very small. I didn't want anyone to notice me, so I just let myself get smaller and smaller, and it was not cute. So by the time I got to college, my posture was pretty messed up. And I went to college for theater. So theater is, not just musicals, but also plays. When you go to see a play or when you go to see a musical, actors work very hard to communicate their characters' subconscious beliefs to you through their posture. So we learned a lot about alignment in college, and we studied something called the Alexander technique. And that was my first introduction to anatomy and to understanding that, we have to be conscious of how we're stacking our bones. So after graduating from college, after you graduate, you think less and less about the stuff you learned in college. And I started reverting back to my old posture, even though I did have some tools to help me stay conscious. I was still slouching and I was still very comfortable in my slouch. And then I had a baby. Pregnancy, oh my gosh. Man, I thought my posture was bad before. Pregnancy took the whole cake, okay? So my heavy baby just first I had really poor posture in the top part of my back. And then when I was pregnant, I kind of my shoulders just drew all the way forward, and it was just a mess. It was a mess. Like I would sit like this when I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, I would just be like this in normal conversations and normal everyday life. And I just got really comfortable here. So yeah. So after I had my child, my posture was ridiculous. It was ridiculously poor. But right after I had my baby, I started my yoga journey. So yoga is all about alignment. It is about alignment of your mind with your higher self. It is about alignment with your spirit and your mind and your body, the mind-body connection. And it's also about alignment of your physicality, like your physical body alignment. At the beginning of my yoga journey, it was a lot of strength building, and I didn't really notice too many differences in my posture. But I'm on the second year of my yoga journey, as in doing yoga almost every single day. I've been doing yoga for a very long time, but as far as being committed to yoga being an essential part of my life, I would say I'm on the second year of that. So being in the second year of my yoga journey, I now have a great foundation. So now I'm starting to play with more postures. I'm starting to play with deep stretching. I'm starting to really play. And I noticed my posture changing even more. And what made me aware of this was last month, I had horrible back pain. And no matter how I tried to correct my posture, the back pain wouldn't go away. And I realized it wasn't pain from slouching. It was kind of like a healing pain. It was my body realigning, my back staying in because I was opening my heart and bringing my shoulder blades together, that caused soreness because for years, for the majority of my life, I was used to my shoulder blades being very separate, my shoulders coming forward and sitting like this. So when I noticed the pain, I was like, oh, my body is really healing itself from all the damage I did from not being conscious. That's crazy. So yes, now we're all caught up with where I am. Now let's talk about the fun stuff. Now, when I see myself in pictures, now when I see myself on video and I see the way that I am standing, I can really see me as the person I am in my visualizations. And that is something that's so magical and so important, because when we visualize ourselves, we don't visualize ourselves slouching. We don't visualize our negative subconscious beliefs manifesting through our physicality. We don't envision that. So a lot of times we could see pictures of ourselves, or we can, just see images of ourselves and just be so thrown off by our own posture. We may not say that our posture specifically looks odd, but when your posture's off, it can make different parts of your body look ridiculous. Like when my shoulders are very forward, it actually makes my stomach stick out more. So it makes my chest cave in and my stomach stick out more. And through yoga, I've also learned the importance of tucking my tailbone, because I don't know where I got it, to be honest, but throughout life, I've slowly learned to stick my butt out and like so deep that I developed something that a lot of people call a sway back, but I don't know if that's a medical term. And that also makes my stomach protrude. So I had to learn that I have to tuck my tailbone in order to straighten my spine. And then I have a flat stomach and no hump in my back. Cool stuff, right? So when you see yourself in pictures, you might not like what you see, and your brain might tell you all these different reasons why you're ugly or unattractive in this picture, when in reality, it's just your posture. A lot of people think that posture is just sit up straight, and like it's not just sitting up straight. It is correcting specific areas in your body where your insecurity, where your depression, where your anxiety, where all of those things have manifest. Because I truly believe that our posture is a reflection of what we have going on inside our heads. I don't know if anyone on my channel watches Grey's Anatomy. I'm obsessed. I watched it through like 3 times. But anyway, there is something on Grey's Anatomy that's been super popularized, and it's the Superwoman pose. If you stand like this for 5 minutes, you feel more confident just because your physicality is telling your brain what to feel. And that is so real. It is so real. So taking that concept and then consciously using it in different parts of our lives allows us to shift realities. The more you travel through your spiritual journey, the more you get to know yourself, and the more you start to understand where your fears are, where your insecurities are, where your blocks are. So by using physicality in those areas, we can use our bodies to kind of help our brain get there. I'm just at this place in my life where I am constantly shifting realities because I'm making different choices, and it's really cool, and it's really exciting, and it's really, really crazy. They say if you want a different life, make different choices, and that is such a simple saying, but it is literally the truth. My life is completely different than it was a month ago, because every time I have the chance to make a choice on where I want to go to eat or what I want to do with my evening, I try to make choices different from choices that I would have made in the past. And I have learned so much about the world in the past month from doing that. I've learned so many things that I've been keeping from myself because I was making safe choices. So I've been shifting reality so much, and a lot of this shifting in reality has been from my posture. When I go into the store, I make sure that I correct my posture, and when I'm walking through the aisles, I make sure that I hold my head high and greet people and smile at people. And my presence in the world is so different. And this is so important. And I feel like we don't talk about posture enough, and how our souls manifest through how we present our body. I want to say that I still do slip back into my old posture every once in a while. Like I'll be on my computer working or just talking to a friend and I'll be really comfortable. And now I'm at the point that when I do slip out of correct posture, I do notice it because my body will say, "Hey, this doesn't feel right," which is wonderful. I'm so glad I'm at that point. But the cool thing about this is that my posture journey is parallel to my spiritual journey, because in order to make sure that I'm standing correctly, I have to be conscious and I have to be present. And that's the journey that I think a lot of us are on, learning how to be present in the moment right now, not thinking about the past, not thinking about the future, but learning how to be here in this moment, mind, body, and spirit. So learning how to make sure I'm in alignment physically is right along my journey of making sure I'm in alignment spiritually. And I just think that's a really cool parallel. All in all, life is pretty wonderful. I am really happy, and I'm really happy that I could communicate this to all of you, because I didn't know that my posture was holding me back as much as it was. But once I figured it out, it was so easy to fix. And it is easy to fix, but you have to just be committed. It's easy to fix, but it takes commitment. It takes being present, and it takes being willing to correct yourself. So whenever you see yourself in the mirror and you notice you're slouching, correct yourself. Whenever you're sitting around watching TV, make sure that that butt is planted and tucked and that that spine is straight. Again, I said in the beginning of the video, yoga helped me so much with this, and yoga's free. So I will always recommend yoga for aligning the body, but yoga is not for everyone. So there are different alternatives, and I definitely recommend buying books and educating yourself on them, because you want to be the you that you see in your visualizations. You want to be the you that you see in your dreams. And learning how to correct your posture and align yourself can take you to that reality. Okay, guys, that is all I have for today. I did not know a video about standing would be so long, but here we are. I love you so much, and I want to thank you so much for watching. If this video was valuable, if you really got something from it, give it a thumbs up so that other people know that it's valuable and so that other people know that they should watch it. If you would like me to expand on anything in the comments, just let me know down below and I'll be happy to. And last but not least, please make sure that you are subscribed so you can be around for my next video. I love you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.